Welcome back, guys. We got a huge weekend in sports coming up. We've got three big playoff series, and one in softball, two in baseball for the 956. And we've also got the championship series for the Southland Conference coming up this weekend. So we're going to go over all those things. First, I want to cover PSJ softball. The PSJ softball is 38-1. After sweeping Dripping Springs last week, the Lady Bears are going to face Katy High School, who's 36-5. They're playing in the 6A D2 state semifinals. For the Bears, Emma Escamilla, she's an Arizona State commit. She is a junior, but she has been stellar this year. She's got a 19-0 record, 230 strikeouts in 134 innings, and she's only allowed 15 earned runs on the season. So again, Emma Escamilla has been lights out for the Bears all season long. And also on the mound for the Bears, we've got Nikki Jo Hernandez. She's also 4-0, and she has an 0.71 ERA. So we've got a dual threat on the mound there for the Bears. They're going to be facing a tough team in Katy High School, a highly ranked team, not only in Texas, but in the country as well. So let's see how the Lady Bears do this weekend against Katy. Again, they're going to be playing a three-game series in the 6A D2 state semifinals. Um, Along with the pitching that the Bears have, the offense of the Lady Bears is just relentless. As a team, they have 50 home runs, 122 doubles, 330 RBIs, and 402 hits on the season. So again, it should be a very good series. I'm looking forward to seeing what the Lady Bears can do. And the winner of this series will face either Denton Geyer or Forney in the 6A D2 state championship. So again, we'll come back later this weekend with results on this series. So coming up next, we've got Sherryland baseball. Sherryland is 34-3, and this past weekend they beat Liberty Hill in three games. The Rattlers will face Cedar Park this weekend. Cedar Park's 22-16 in the regionals final. So in Game 3 against Liberty Hill, the Rattlers lowered the bases in the sixth, and IJ Garza drove in two to give Sherryland the lead. And Santiago Valderas added one more run in the inning to close it off for the Rattlers. And Rabat Vargas closed the game for the Rattlers, going 6 2/3 innings in relief and getting the win. And for Sherryland, this is their first trip to the regional finals since 2019 when they went under coach Bart Bickerton. And Bart Bickerton is the father of current Sherryland coach Austin Bickerton. So it's cool to have that father son dynamic there, that history in the same school, Sherryland High School. So again, hopefully Sherryland can dominate against Cedar Park and we get another team into the state semifinals. Following them in Class 6A, we have PSJ Baseball. PSJ is 29-8. They're going to be taking on Dripping Springs, who's 27-13-1 in the regional final. This past weekend, Dripping Springs swept La Jolla High School in the regional semifinals. So we're looking to get some rematch for our 956 brothers. But also, this is a rematch of last year's regional final where Dripping Springs took the series over PSJA in three games. So the Bears are looking to get to the state semifinal and get some revenge over Dripping Springs, who took them down last season. So the Bears used their bats and great pitching to take Game 3 over Austin Westlake 11-3. JT Reyna finished 3 for 5 with 4 RBIs and 1 run to lead the Bears. TJ Ayala went 2 for 2 with 3 RBIs, and Ethan Olivares went 3 2/3 innings, only giving up 1 earned run to finish the game for PSJA. So again, we've got some big stuff coming up for the Valley. PSJA softball again, looking to get to the state championship, and Sherryland and PSJA baseball looking to get into the state semifinals. All right. And finally, we've got the Southland Conference Championship Series. We've got McNeese versus Lamar. The game is going to be, or the series is going to be in Beaumont with Lamar hosting. McNeese took the Hammond bracket this past weekend in against Southeastern. They were able to beat Southeastern in Game 7. And Lamar was able to get themselves out of the losers bracket after losing the first game and making it all the way to Game 7 and taking down Stephen F. Austin in revenge of Game 1. So what Lamar was able to do in that series is really impressive. Losing Game 1 in a regional format like that is usually just killer. It's really hard to win 4 games in a couple days, but Lamar was able to get that done in part by their pitching. I mean, Lamar has an excellent pitching staff. Chris Olivier, Travis Lutz, all these guys are just fantastic arms for the Cardinals. And again, after that first game, Lamar was also able to get their bats going, and that helped them get through the Beaumont bracket. So Olivier leads the staff. He's got 96 strikeouts in 80 innings. He's 6-4 with a 281 ERA. And opponents are only hitting 182 off of Olivier this year. So excellent, excellent pitching right there. And Chris Olivier also he's a 4-time Southland Conference Pitcher of the Week, and he was just named, the Southland Conference Pitcher of the Year. So again, the fact that Lamar has this excellent pitching staff is crazy. Again, Jared Williams, another solid pitcher for the Cardinals. He's got 49 strikeouts. He's 2-3 with a 3.17 ERA. And Travis Lutz, again, ranked second on the staff with 57 strikeouts. He's 3-2 and has a 2.06 ERA with 0.96 whip. Anything under 1 is really good for whip. And looking at the Cowboys, some offensive players to watch. We've got senior infielder Danny Barbero. He's hitting 313 with 61 hits and 11 home runs. And as noted, he's currently on a 14-game on-base streak. We got, again, senior infielder Matt Stancliffe. He leads the offense with 62 hits and 22 stolen bases. Isaiah Keller, a graduate outfielder, leads the offense with 12 home runs. And Hayden Stringfellow, he's tied for the team lead with 62 hits, has a 291 average, 11 doubles, 5 home runs, and 43 RBIs. And on the pitching side of the ball for the Cowboys, we got senior right-hander Eric Knoxtime. He's got an 8-3 record, a 3.60 ERA in 19 appearances and 8 starts, and he's gone 85 innings. He also has 3 saves and 125 strikeouts. He ranks second in NCAA Division I in strikeouts. So again, McNeese also has their fair share of arms. So it should be a really good series. It's gonna depend what Lamar team shows up this weekend. Is it gonna be the team we saw in Game 1 where they lost 2-0 against SFA? Is it gonna be the team that won 4 games in 2.5 days? Which team is gonna show up for the Cardinals and for the Cowboys? Again, they were able to just slug their way through the Hammond bracket. Can they get enough pitching to slow down the Lamar hitters? So again, my prediction, I'm gonna say it goes to 3 games, and I'm gonna say Lamar takes it in 3 games, giving them the home field advantage. But I wouldn't be surprised if it went the other way, and I can definitely see this being a very, very tightly contested series. So again, we'll see you again after this weekend. We'll cover all those 956 high school postseason stuff, and we'll recap the Southland Conference tournament and the Southland Conference Championship Series. We'll see you guys later.